So there is KARIMOV Parviz KARIMOV, 28 years of age, for Tajikistan. His opponent, ISSAKA KIMBA, the 30-year-old representing Niger.
Round one.
So this is action in the 86-kilogram cruiserweight division. Action from the round of 32 between boxers from Tajikistan and Niger. Slightly taller of the two boxers, wearing red, is Parviz KARIMOV, 28 years of age, part of a maximum-sized 13-strong boxing team. Asian Championship silver medalist, who was moved down to the cruiserweight division this year in a bid to achieve optimal results here in Dubai. Man wearing blue is 30-year-old Abdoul KIMBA ISSAKA, part of a four-strong team from Niger. So looking to bob and weave his way into range, only to be met by fleet-footed matador-like movement from KARIMOV. And in the ring with a fleet-footed opponent, KIMBA ISSAKA doing the right thing, targeting the body in a bid to try and slow his man down. Flashing right hand just across the rib cage from KIMBA ISSAKA. Looking for the uppercut underneath is KARIMOV. Going walkabout counterclockwise before holding his feet and changing direction. So the onus is going to be on KIMBA ISSAKA to close the gap and make the man in red work. So inside the final minute of this round, is doing a good job maintaining the gap and keeping the movement going is KARIMOV, and there he did put some pop and purpose behind that long, strong right cross. Bobbing and weaving in the pocket to make his man miss is KIMBA ISSAKA. Short right hand landed on the inside by KARIMOV. Wonderful left jab from around the belt line from KARIMOV, and then comes forward on a 10-second clapper, landing a stiff right cross on a downward trajectory to conclude the first round of boxing. Some of the action from the opening round.
Seconds out.
So a 4-1 split in favor of Parviz KARIMOV. Judge number one preferring the work
Round two.
of KIMBA ISSAKA. So Parviz KARIMOV Competed in the World Championships in Belgrade in 2021. Here on the global stage once again, just looking to turn an uppercut underneath. KIMBA ISSAKA, what can he do to get closer on a more consistent basis? Because operating in this type of territory and at this type of tempo, KARIMOV looking pretty comfortable. Plenty of movement being proffered by both boxers, but you get the impression that it's KARIMOV who is more ideally suited in terms of build for long-range work. KARIMOV just maneuvering his man back towards the blue corner. Good shots to the body, disrupting the stance of KIMBA ISSAKA. KIMBA ISSAKA's movement just appears to be a little bit less than ideal here now. Another right cross caused him to become a little disorganized. Scoring right uppercut turned underneath by KARIMOV. And then a hard bolo shot with a left hand to the body from KARIMOV. And he is slowly turning up the temperature here now. A right hand in between the glove defenses of KIMBA ISSAKA. And another right hand checks the chin of KIMBA ISSAKA, stops him in his tracks. He did a little skip, and the referee intervening to issue a standing 8 count. Minute remaining here in round number 2. And again, Parviz KARIMOV not rushing his work. Oh, that's a cracking right hand lead from KARIMOV on the resumption. Now, how will he seek to go about the remaining 40 seconds and change that he has here? He's spearing his man with wonderful straight shots, and they're coming in from a variety of angles from KARIMOV. And every time KIMBA ISSAKA tries to commit to a forward foray, he's in danger of being picked off. So he's in a difficult position here now. You can see his accuracy has fallen through the floor, KIMBA ISSAKA. KARIMOV not getting greedy, but again he scores a right cross to catch the advancing man in blue. He's continuing to press forwards. Have to commend him for his commitment and his determination, but he's being outboxed during the course of this round, and listen to his exertions as he's trying to load up on punches to take his man out of there. But because his face was grimacing and his shoulders were tensing as he let them go, easily evaded by KARIMOV. And one suspects he's going to have taken that second round unanimously as well. And given the manner in which he performed, I wouldn't be surprised to see some 10-8 verdicts returned when we see the scores of the 5 judges seated around the boxing ring. Very good display indeed by Parviz KARIMOV. So 2 10-8 verdicts returned from judges 3 and 4 in another round where Parviz KARIMOV has swept the board unanimously.
Round 3.
So we move into the third and final round, and Parviz KARIMOV stamped his authority on the contest in the second. He took the first round unanimously, but then in the second, he began to catch the advancing KIMBA ISSAKA repeatedly and with more consistency in the final seconds of the round. After an 8 count was administered against KIMBA ISSAKA, he was reduced to swings that similar to what we just saw a moment ago. He's putting all his store seemingly into a single shot KO here, but the man in red simply will not stop moving, and KIMBA ISSAKA left chasing shadows here in the open-air venue of the Dubai Duty-Free Tennis Center. Cannot get up close to the man and unload his heavy artillery, particularly to the body. He can't close the gap, swinging and missing by a proverbial country mile here. And Parviz KARIMOV, oh, that's a wonderful 1-2 combination once again in the boxing stance of KIMBA ISSAKA disrupted once more. He's staying in there, continuing to compete, and that is commendable. Going for a home run right hand, long and over the top once again. And Karimov, there's another right hand which causes KIMBA ISSAKA to tot up towards the ropes near the red corner. And another one. Well, that's not a count, that's a push. And as he was pushed over to the canvas, while KIMBA ISSAKA taking the opportunity to celebrate. But it wasn't a punch that sent him there for my money. And as he was advancing, he ran onto a right hand from Karimov. And now he is getting closer. And Karimov content to accommodate him in this exchange. There he lands a right hand which discombobulates him, sends him tottering to his right slightly once again. And another left hand snaps his head back. So Parviz Karimov scoring with real precision and power through this portion of the final round. And KIMBA ISSAKA, well, you have to admire the man's heart and commitment, but he takes another pile-driving right cross. Oh, that is a wonderful right uppercut turned underneath by Karimov. KIMBA ISSAKA lands a left jab of his own, but you can see the difficulty that he's having maintaining his boxing stance here now. Bent over right for a right uppercut. Karimov just couldn't find it. And there's another hard charging bull rush from KIMBA ISSAKA in a bid to close the gap. But that has been a very impressive performance from Parviz Karimov. KIMBA ISSAKA engaging with the crowd here. But the man from Niger, I feel, is going to be declared a unanimous points decision loser here. Never stopped competing, never stopped trying, pressing all the way through despite the punches he absorbed. Very spirited performance, but I think the better boxing, the more effective boxing was produced by the man in red.
The winner of this bout, by unanimous decision, is the boxer in the red corner. Representing Tajikistan, Parviz Karimov.
So Parviz Karimov, a unanimous point decision victor over Abdoul KIMBA ISSAKA. And he goes through to the round of 16, where he will face off against Adrian Fresneda of Spain. And what a contest that will prove to be between two tall, athletic, dynamic cruiserweights. We see some of the action, spot of housekeeping. It is not Fresneda who will face off against, because he's facing off against Peter of DR Congo. He will face off against the tournament number 2 seed, Alfiorav of Belarus, the 2021 World Championship silver medalist in the next round, the round of 16.
Ring B, bout number 112. In the super heavyweight category, referee